आवाज महाराष्ट्राचा विशेष कार्यक्रमात मी संजय आवटे तुमचं स्वागत करतो। आज पुन्हा नवी गाज नवा आवाज। आजचा विषय थोडा वेगळा आहे। म्हणजे हे बघा की अन्यत्र कुठल्याही देशामध्ये भारतीयांना वाईट वागणूक मिळाली की आपण अस्वस्थ होतो, दुःखी होतो आणि हे अगदी स्वाभाविक आहे। पण आपण काय करतो? कृष्णवर्णीय विद्यार्थ्यांना भारतामध्ये जी वागणूक मिळते आहे ती वाईट आहे असं समोर आलेलं आहे आणि त्यामध्ये आफ्रिकन विद्यार्थी प्रामुख्याने आहेत। नायजेरिया, घाना किंवा हे सगळेच विद्यार्थी। भारतीय माणूस वंशवादी नाही हे खरं म्हणजे अगदी बरोबर आहे, पण तरी असं का घडतं आहे? दिल्लीमध्ये नायजेरियन विद्यार्थ्यांना जमावानं प्रचंड मारहाण केली आणि त्याच्यामध्ये त्या विद्यार्थ्यांची चूक काहीच नव्हती। त्यांच्यावर खोटे नाटे आरोप केले, त्यांना त्रास दिला गेला। ही एकच घटना नाही आहे। गेल्या काही वर्षांमध्ये अशा प्रकारच्या अनेक घटना समोर आलेल्या आहेत। हे कमालीचं दुर्दैवी आहे। तुम्ही बघा, बॅरिस्टर मोहनदास करमचंद गांधी नावाचा माणूस आफ्रिकेला गेला आणि तिथल्या वंशवादाविरोधातल्या लढ्यानंच तर मोहनदास करमचंद गांधींना महात्मा गांधी केलं। आज त्याच गांधींच्या देशामध्ये आफ्रिकन विद्यार्थ्यांना एवढा त्रास का व्हावा? का? ते काळे आहेत म्हणून? म्हणजे इंग्लंड अमेरिकेतल्या गोऱ्यांचं आपल्याला कौतुक असतं आणि आफ्रिकन मुलामुलींना मात्र वाईट वागणूक काय आहे? म्हणजे बघा की ज्याप्रमाणे भारतामध्ये ही अडचण आहे त्याचप्रमाणे अमेरिकेमध्ये सुद्धा, म्हणजे खरं म्हणजे भारतामध्ये वंशवाद कधीच नव्हता, आफ्रिकेमध्ये होता। मोहनदास करमचंद गांधींना त्या वंशवादाचा अनुभव आला, त्यांनी त्याच्या विरोधामध्ये एल्गार पुकारला, आंदोलन केलं, लढा केला आणि खऱ्या अर्थानं आफ्रिकेमध्ये महात्मा गांधींचा जन्म झाला। म्हणजे दक्षिण आफ्रिकेतले लोक नेहमी असं म्हणत असतात की मोहनदास करमचंद गांधींना जन्म तुम्ही दिला असेल, पण महात्मा गांधींना जन्म मात्र दक्षिण आफ्रिकेनं दिलेला आहे। आणि हे अगदी खरं आहे। नेल्सन मंडेलासुद्धा नेहमी म्हणायचे की गांधींचा वारसा आम्ही सांगतो आहोत। दक्षिण आफ्रिकेमध्ये वंशवाद हद्दपार झाला, त्याच्यामध्ये गांधींचा हा लढा फार महत्त्वाचा होता, नंतर नेल्सन मंडेला होते, हे सगळं आहे। पण त्याच आफ्रिकन विद्यार्थ्यांना भारतामध्ये मात्र या प्रकारचा अनुभव यावा। वंशवादाचा अशाच प्रकारचा अतिशय वाईट इतिहास अमेरिकेला आहे। अमेरिकेमध्ये सुद्धा मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये वंशवाद होता, पण ज्या अमेरिकेमध्ये अब्राहम लिंकन यांनी वंशवादाच्या विरोधामध्ये आंदोलन केलं, हे मुद्दाम सांगितलं पाहिजे की महात्मा फुल्यांना त्यांचा ग्रंथ अब्राहम लिंकनला अर्पण करावा असं वाटावं, हा सगळा तो वारसा आणि एकमेकांचं जे नातं आहे। पण त्याच अमेरिकेमध्ये बराक हुसेन ओबामा नावाचा माणूस अमेरिकेचा अध्यक्ष होऊ शकला। आपण हे लक्षात घेतलं पाहिजे की जग एवढं पुढे गेलेलं आहे, पण बराक हुसेन ओबामा यांच्यानंतर डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प येणं आणि ट्रम्प यांनी मात्र अगदी मेक्सिकोमध्ये भिंत बांधण्याची भाषा करणं, स्थलांतरित आणि बाकी सगळ्या लोकांच्याबद्दल असहिष्णू भूमिका घेणं आणि त्याचवेळी भारतामध्ये अशा प्रकारचे हल्ले होणं, हा सगळा पट फार महत्त्वाचा आहे। आज मला हीच चर्चा करायची आहे आणि ही चर्चा करत असताना मला असं अजिबात म्हणायचं नाही आहे की याचा अर्थ भारतामध्ये हे घडतंच, भारत वंशवादी आहे, असं अजिबात नाही। आफ्रिकन विद्यार्थ्यांना मारहाण होते, कृष्णवर्णीय विद्यार्थ्यांना मारहाण होते, याच्याबद्दल आपल्याला बोलायचं आहे। कदाचित हे शक्य आहे की काही विद्यार्थ्यांची चूक असेल, काही विद्यार्थी या प्रकारे वागतात, त्या प्रकारे वागतात, पण असं कोणाबद्दलही म्हणता येणं शक्य आहे। म्हणजे अगदी परदेशातल्याच काय, आपल्या इथल्याही विद्यार्थ्यांबद्दल किंवा कुठल्याही माणसांबद्दल अशा प्रकारे बोलता येणं शक्य आहे, पण सरसकट याच देशातले लोक असं वागतात असं काही विधान करता येणार नाही। तरीसुद्धा याच देशातल्या मुलामुलींना घर मिळत नाही, जागा मिळत नाही, मारहाण होते, हे जे आहे हे मात्र फार भयानक आहे। याचा विचार आपल्याला करावा लागणार आहे आणि याचा संबंध वंशवादाशी आहे का? याचा संबंध आपल्या डोक्यातल्या रंगाशी आहे का? की गोरा माणूस आला की तो छान आणि काळा माणूस दिसला की त्याच्यामध्ये काहीतरी कमतरता आहे। एखादा युरोपियन अमेरिकन हा मठ्ठ जरी असेल समजा, तरी पण तो गोरा आहे, उत्तम इंग्लिश बोलतो म्हणजे तो बुद्धिमान, आणि एखाद्या कृष्णवर्णीय त्याचं इंग्रजी फार चांगलं नाही आहे, तो दिसतो काळा म्हणून तो काहीतरी कमी प्रतीचा आहे, असं काही आपल्या मनात आहे का? हाही विचार केला पाहिजे। कारण आपल्याला माहीत आहे की गोऱ्या वर्णाविषयी, गोऱ्या रंगाविषयी आपली एकूण किती आपण ऑब्सेशन आहे। एकीकडे जेव्हा तुम्ही जगात जाता तेव्हा तुम्ही सगळेच काळे असता, पण आपल्याकडे मात्र त्या काळ्यातलं पुन्हा गोरं शोधण्याचा प्रयत्न होतो का? हे नक्की काय चाललं आहे? आणि म्हणून ही चर्चा करायची आहे आणि विषय आहे गांधींच्या देशात आफ्रिकन नागरिक वंशवादाचे बळी। ही सगळी चर्चा मला करायची आहे आणि ही चर्चा करण्यासाठी मला अतिशय आनंद आहे की ही चर्चा करण्यासाठी माझे काही आफ्रिकन विद्यार्थी मित्रसुद्धा पुण्यातून आपल्यासोबत असणार आहेत. पॅट्रिक असणारे आपल्यासोबत पुण्यामधून, त्यानंतर ॲरिक असणारे आपल्यासोबत पुण्यामधूनच. पॅट्रिक आणि ॲरिक हे दोघं इथे असणं हे मला जास्त महत्त्वाचं वाटतं, कारण आफ्रिकन विद्यार्थ्यांच्या अनुषंगाने आपण चर्चा करत असताना या दोघांनी या चर्चेमध्ये असणं ही फारच महत्त्वाची गोष्ट आहे. त्याचप्रमाणे विजय घाटे इथे माझ्यासोबत आहेत. विजय घाटे यांना मी मुद्दाम बोलवलं आहे कारण विजय घाटे हे मर्चंट नेव्हीच्या निमित्तानं जगभर फिरलेले आहेत. त्यामुळे विजय घाटेंना एकूण या सगळ्या संदर्भात काय वाटतं वंशवादाच्या अनुषंगानं ते महत्त्वाचं आहे. आणि संदीप काळेंना मी मुद्दाम बोलवलेलं आहे. संदीप काळे हे आमच्या इनचे राज्याचे प्रमुख आहेत. त्यामुळे वेगवेगळ्या निमित्तांनी ते महाविद्यालयीन विद्यार्थ्यांच्या संपर्कात असतात. खरंच महाविद्यालयीन विद्यार्थ्यांमध्ये अशा प्रकारची काही भावना असते का की अमेरिकन, युरोपियन आणि आफ्रिकन असं काही घडतं का, म्हणून मुद्दा मी संदीपला बोलवलेलं आहे. ही चर्चा मला सुरू करायची आहे आणि अगदी सुरुवातीला मला जायचं आहे पॅट्रिककडे. हाय पॅट्रिक. हॅलो. Yes, Patrick. How are you?
Yeah, quite well. I'm
Yes,
good.
how are you?
How are you? I'm fine. I'm all
Yes,
good. How are you?
Yes, Patrick, I am Sunjay and welcome to the show Awaaz Maharashtracha. It's prime time show on Saam television and I'm really happy that you are here with all of us. So, welcome Patrick. Patrick, just tell me from which country you are?
Yes, once more, I'll say I'm John Patrick Omegere. I'm from Uganda.
Okay,
I've been in
Uganda.
Pune for 3 years.
Very, very beautiful
Yeah.
country. I love
Yeah.
Uganda. Yes,
Thank you.
yes. So, Patrick, today's topic of the debate is that basically Africans are experiencing racism in India. What is your experience? Is it so?
First of all, I want to say that, racism is subjective.
Huh.
It's a very subjective subject. I mean, what actually one considers racism is different from one person to another. Now, if I talk specifically about myself, living in Pune, I think I've had a relatively good experience.
Okay.
And maybe this, I would say that Pune has been a relatively good place. And maybe I want to appreciate the people of Pune, for welcoming international students.
Okay.
And for hosting them relatively good. Yeah, but I want to as well note, that there are a few instances here and there, that, the Africans are not treated nicely. And as I said, Pune is good.
Okay.
But I hope that Pune can be better. We can make Pune better than what it is right now.
Okay.
And that's what I hope. It's good to international students. It is welcome internationalization, but it can be made better. That is my hope.
येस, थँक्यू पॅट्रिक. पॅट्रिकचा मुद्दा फार महत्त्वाचा आहे. म्हणजे बघा, पॅट्रिक असं म्हणतो आहे की हे आणखी चांगलं होऊ शकतं. म्हणजे डिप्लोमॅटिक पद्धतीनं तो हे पण मांडतो आहे की हे चांगलं आहे, वाईट आहे अशातला भाग नाही, पण आणखी चांगलं होण्याची संधी आहे. पॅट्रिक, तुमचा हा मुद्दा फार महत्त्वाचा आहे. आणि मला आता जायचं ॲरिककडे. हाय ॲरिक, हाव आर यू?
I'm fine. How are you?
Eric, just tell me, what is your experience?
Actually, I can say thank you for this opportunity given to us. I have been here in Pune for 3 years right now.
Okay.
So I have experienced a lot. Actually, most of the things I experienced is like
Okay.
Pune for foreigners is quite good.
Okay.
If you compare to another cities, another state.
Okay.
Pune is a better place where foreigners, at least we can say that we are.
Eric, are you from Uganda too?
No. I'm from Tanzania. I'm from
Tanzania. Okay, great,
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Please carry on. Huh.
Yeah. So I can say like for Pune, at least for foreigners, we can say like we feel like home because
Okay.
we have never experienced such kind of things, even if they are there, but they are just small incidents which are happening here and there. But all of them, we can say like, they are not making us to feel like we are out of the place. But for our brothers who are outside there, we don't know another states, but as we can see and we can heard about what is happening there. For Pune, we have never heard about that. For past 3 years, we have never heard about anything which, kind of incident which happened like that. That incident just happening small, but I very appreciate for the police and police commissioner, Pune Central, because she has been help us so much. She has been, try to conduct and organize the police officers, at least to make us to feel happy, Like, she
Yes,
has
Eric,
conducted some
yes,
meetings. Yeah.
I got your point, Eric. I got your
Yeah.
point, and it was quite important point. Patrick, just tell me one
Yeah.
thing. Do
Yeah.
you find any problem while getting or while finding a room, while getting a
Maybe
flat?
first of all, I also need to say that
Huh?
apparently I'm the president Association of African Students in India Pune chapter.
Okay.
So maybe what I'll be speaking will be representing the entire African students community here in Pune. Regarding accommodation, it's an issue, and what I know, I think that such discussions should be geared towards a solution, and that's my key interest. I think that the issue of accommodation is on either sides. And this is where the thing of stereotypes come in picture. We have a picture of African students who are known for noise making, who are known for partying, who are known for various things. Yet, the African students who are actually living, I am talking about people who are about 20 years to 22 years. Very young boys and girls. And, based on that history, there is a tendency that foreigners, some societies don't accept foreigners. Now, as I said, it's based on a perception that, students or maybe foreigners are not very much disciplined, when living in societies. But again, I want to repeat, it is a perception. I've lived in my society for about 3 years now. My landlord does not complain to me. And, I've not had any such an incident. So that's why I'm saying that, the perception needs changing. Everything that is happening is the perception.
Exactly. Eric, just tell me, what is your take on the incidents which happened in Noida? What is your take?
Pardon again? Come again?
What is your take on incident happened in Noida?
Okay. First of all, I said for what is happening to Noida, it was too bad. I didn't like. And when I saw that video, the way they were beating people, I didn't like actually. I want to give you an example. Even if it's your children, she went, or maybe she had, your daughter, she went to study somewhere outside of the country, and you see like maybe they are just taking like, like they're taking kind of action to beat someone like that, the way they are beating that man. It's quite a challenge. Even you are not feeling good, right? But the thing is, I didn't like what they did, and that video, it was showing some police who went there and they didn't help that guy. That guy was down there, but they didn't help him anymore. I saw only one man came and water and gave the water like that. But I want to tell you something. Even one person called me today. He called me and was like, "Are you from South Africa?" So I want to make for you this thing clear. Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent.
Yeah.
As we can say, like India. India is not. India is just a what? It's just a country, but it's not a what? A continent. I think you get my point.
Yeah,
most of the people, they are taking us Africans, we are coming from one place. You understand what I'm saying? So you find like when they see African, they see like, oh, this one, they are the same. I can tell you that the thing is, that boy, according to the news, that boy didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. He didn't have any problem. You understand? He was just going for shopping. But since those guys, they see that this one is African, they decide to do for him. They decide to beat him like that. But he was not having any problem, and he was not, including any kind of incident and kind of stuff, right? So
Yes,
I can
yes.
say like people, they need to understand. I need this one. When today we live here, I need at least some of the people to understand that Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent which has so many countries.
Yes, Eric,
Now when you
I
see
got your
me-
point. I got your point,
Yeah.
Eric. एरिकचा मुद्दा असा आहे की आफ्रिका हा मुळामध्ये खंड आहे. त्याला तुम्ही देश नाही येतो. तुम्हाला आफ्रिकेबद्दल काहीच माहिती नाही आहे. कुठलाही कृष्णवर्णीय विद्यार्थी दिसला, मुलगा, नागरिक दिसला, तुम्ही म्हणता की हा आफ्रिकन आहे. But basically, I want to ask Patrick. Patrick, do you
Yes.
feel that there is discrimination between black and white? Is it there?
Yeah, I think I need to be very specific and say that, that is evident among some people in society. Just like anywhere else, I can confidently say that among some people, we've seen instances where, people have been rejected from accessing some facilities just because they are international students or because they're black. And to be frank, it's there, but I can say it's out of ignorance, it's out of prejudice, it's out of lack of information, and I actually don't blame them, but I think more should be put into making people understand that, there are different cultures altogether, different people who stand for different values.
अच्छा, एक बघा म्हणजे आता विजय घाटे ज्या प्रकारची मांडणी आत्ता पॅट्रिक आणि एरिक करतायत, त्याच्यामध्ये एक असं दिसतं आहे की त्यांच्या मनामध्ये एक सल आहे. ते जाहीरपणे असं म्हणतायत की पुणे चांगलं आहे किंवा भारत चांगला आहे, पण तरी पण एक सल आहे की काहीतरी बिनसलेलं आहे, काहीतरी चुकतं आहे, काळे कृष्णवर्णीय म्हणून काहीतरी अवमानकारक वागणूक मिळते आहे. हे जे आहे डिस्क्रिमिनेशन आहे. विजय घाटे कसं बघताय, काय म्हणताय?
सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा पॅट्रिक अँड एरिक जांबो बाना. आभारी बाना.
क्या बात है. Our Vijay Ghate is global citizen, so he can speak in African also.
My favorite place is Dar es Salaam.
We are pretty excited to hear
I
that.
enjoyed much of my life in Dar es Salaam.
Great to hear that.
That's the place where I'm coming from.
Yes. विषय कसा आहे, आपल्या इथे भारतामध्ये वंशवाद हा विषय आजही नाहीये. एखाद 0.1-0.2% ठिकाणी जर का असेल तर त्याला मी काही डिनाय करत नाही. तो कुठेही असतोच. म्हणजे कुठल्याही देशात तुम्ही जा, आफ्रिकेमध्ये जरी गेलात तरी सुद्धा त्यांच्या कम्युनिटी आहे, वेगवेगळे त्यांचे टोळ्या असतात, त्या टोळ्यामध्ये पण चालतं. पण हा विषय जर का सोडला तर ओव्हरऑल आपण जर का सिस्टम जर का बघितले तर हे वादविवाद का होतात हे आपल्याला बघायला पाहिजे. वादविवाद होताना आपल्याला एक लक्षात घेतलं पाहिजे की आपल्या इकडे नार्कोटिक्स हा प्रकार प्रचंड प्रमाणात जातो. त्याच्यामध्ये बेसिकली नायजेरियन लोक इन्व्हॉल्ड असतात. दुसरी गोष्ट अशी आहे की जे हे ईमेल वगैरे होतात किंवा बँक अकाउंट हॅकिंग होतात किंवा फ्रॉड ईमेल्स येतात, ह्याच्यामध्येही जर का तुम्ही बघितलं जास्तीत जास्त लोक ही नायजेरियन मिळालेली आहेत. साऊथ आफ्रिका, मोझांबिक पण थोड्याफार प्रमाणात पुअर कंट्री असल्यामुळे तिथे होतं क्रिमिनलायझेशन. पण मोझांबिक, केनिया, टांझानिया या भागामध्ये गरिबी असून सुद्धा तिथली लोक मेहनत करून पुढे आलेले आहेत आणि त्या लोकांनी पुढे चांगल्या शिक्षणासाठी वगैरे आलेले आहेत. आता विषय असा आहे, ज्यावेळेला आपण भारतामध्ये कोणाला जर का प्रवेश देतो, तो प्रवेश देताना कोणाला देतो हे आपल्या सरकारने ठरवलं पाहिजे. त्याच्याबद्दल आपल्या आता हल्ली काही मोमेंट्स चाललेले आहेत. दुसरी गोष्ट, एखादा फॉरेनर भारतात आल्याच्या नंतर तो नेमका राहतो कुठे, तो नेमका काय करतो, तो ज्या कारणासाठी ज्या विजावर भारतात आलेला आहे त्याच कारणासाठी तो वापरतोय का, ह्याच्याकडे आत्ता ताळबंद कुठेही नाही आहे. आता ह्यानं पुण्याचा एक्सपिरियन्स चांगला आहे, कारण का पुण्याला ते एका विशिष्ट विजावर आलेले आहेत, विशिष्ट काम करतात आणि दिवस रात्र त्यांचे शेजारीही बघतायत त्यांना की हा मुलगा उठतो, सकाळी जातो, कॉलेजला जातो, संध्याकाळी येतो, अभ्यास करतो. आणि आफ्रिकन माणसांचं एक म्हणजे बेसिकली मला टांझानिया आणि केनिया जास्ती जवळचे वाटतात. तिकडे माझा बराचसा वेळ गेल्याच्यामुळे माझं असं म्हणणं आहे की हे फन लव्हिंग माणसं आहेत. संध्याकाळ झाली, अभ्यास वगैरे झाला, त्यांचे दिवसभराचा कार्यक्रम वगैरे झाला तर थोडं पार्टी करणं वगैरे हे त्यांचे लाईफस्टाईल आहे. आणि भारताची लाईफस्टाईल तुम्हाला सांगतो, आपले पंतप्रधान नरेंद्र मोदींनी बराक ओबामा, प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ अमेरिका, एवढ्या सगळ्या देशामध्ये त्यांना बराक या नावाने बोलवणारे आपले पंतप्रधानच आहे. त्यामुळे ते एक वातावरण आपल्या संपूर्ण भारतीयाच्या रक्तातच आहे. त्याच्यामुळे हा विषय जो झालेला आहे नॉयडाचा, हा विषय निव्वळ तिथे जे काही नार्कोटिक्स विषयी जे काही झालेली आहे मृत्यू, भारतीय तिथल्या मुलाचा मृत्यू जो झालेला आहे, त्या मुलाच्या मृत्यूमुळे आणि पोलिसांच्या दुर्लक्षतेमुळे.
ठीक आहे, तुमचा मुद्दा पोहोचला विजय घाटे. एरिक, बेसिकली विजय घाटे इज मेकिंग वन पॉइंट and you have to answer and you can say what is your opinion about that. Basically Vijay Ghate says that Nigerian persons are involved in all these criminal activities, and there are so many persons those are involved in these activities, and so only that is the only reason why Nigerians are experiencing all these things. Do you think that it is okay?
I can say okay, we have heard about so many news that Nigerians they are involving in those kind of activities, right? But I can say I don't have any evidence of that. For me myself, I can say I don't have any evidence of that. Though some some media, they were reporting like news like that. There are some Nigerians, most of the Nigerians, they are involving on those kind of stuff. But me, I can say I don't have any evidence of that. And even if Nigerians, they are involving on those things, not all Nigerians, they are like that, right? There are some, I can see, some people are saying like India is not good. But I can say India is good. But some of the people who are in India, they are not good. You understand what I'm saying? So I can say like I don't have evidence on that, but I can't say that no, they are not involving on those in those things. May I have some of my friends are Nigerians.
Patrick just Eric Patrick just
Maybe-
tell me
Yeah.
Patrick
If-
just tell
if-
me Patrick just tell
Yeah.
me Patrick just tell
Yeah.
me do you really think that Indians should change their perception and image about Africans?
First of all, I just want to comment before where Eric dropped from.
Huh?
You know, first of all, I need to say that maybe to us here who are speaking, you know, we are speaking for African students. You know, these are African students, and I'm telling you, they are students. You know, they are studying, go to colleges.
Exactly.
You know, in Pune recently, the most outstanding international student, most outstanding foreign international student was an African student.
Okay.
Go check out all these activities that do happen in Pune. Yeah, co-curricular activities. You'll find the best students are African students. So these are something else. This could be criminal elements. But then criminal elements, and then you blame it on students, is wrong. You know, I know that, for example, out of the students who have been attacked, most of them were students. So criminals are in the country. I think that we leave it to the police. You know, the police should handle them and take them to rightful procedures. You know, the students is what we're defending. Righteous people. A 20-year student is being beaten like a thief. It's not right. It's against the laws of the gods of this
Exactly.
country.
Patrick, I got your point, and definitely Vijay Ghate ऐसा है कि there is one perception that Indians are rapists in many countries.
Yeah.
Indian males are rapists. एक लक्षात घ्या की so these images are not proper images आणि आपण आपलं परसेप्शन आणि आपण आपलं जे मत आहे ते बदललं पाहिजे कारण असं मत जे आहे ते अन्यायकारक आहे दिस इज इनजस्टिस त्यामुळे बेसिकली इफ दे आर एक्सपिरियन्सिंग रेसिझम किंवा इफ यू आर प्रोजेक्टिंग देम ॲज क्रिमिनल्स और लाईक दॅट सो इट इज इनजस्टिस अँड वी हॅव टू चेंज अवर मेंटॅलिटी आपण आपली मानसिकता बदलली पाहिजे बिकॉज ऑल दीज आर स्टुडंट्स लाईक एरिक इज स्टुडंट पॅट्रिक इज स्टुडंट एरिक व्हॉट इज युअर एज्युकेशनल प्रोफाईल एरिक
I'm doing BBL. This is my final year at Surya Data College and Pune University.
Yes. And what is yours, Patrick?
I am doing Bachelor of Commerce at BMCC.
Yeah. So he सगळी
Also affiliated Pune
basically
University.
both students are scholar students. आणि सपोज समजा काही 2-4 लोकांनी केलं असेल आणि हे सगळीकडेच केलं जातं म्हणजे गुन्हेगारांमध्ये भारतीय पण आहेत गुन्हेगारांमध्ये नायजेरियन आहेत गुन्हेगारांमध्ये सगळ्याच देशांचे लोक आहेत पण म्हणून इथे येणारा म्हणजे माझं म्हणणं असं आहे की जे आडवाटेने येतात त्यांच्याबद्दल काय करावं हा तुमच्या सरकारचा प्रश्न आहे तो त्यांचा प्रश्न नाही आहे पण जे प्रॉपर विजावर येतात जे प्रॉपर व्यवस्थितपणे येतात त्यांच्याकडे या प्रकारे बघणं हे अत्यंत वाईट आहे कारण ही एवढी चांगली मुलं आहेत सो त्यांचा मुद्दा असा आहे की वी शुड चेंज आवर परसेप्शन हे त्याशिवाय बिकॉज इट इज इनजस्टिस नॉट मोर दॅन दॅट संदीप काळे तुमच्याकडे मी येतो विजय
And
घाटे
maybe if I can comment before you give in
yeah.
the next. One thing I can also say about the perception is that, you know, there is a clear difference of cultures between these two continents. You know, between Africa and the India. You know, we have a different way of life altogether.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about changing of perception, what I can say is, so far from the time I've lived in India, I know India is a relatively closed society. You know, people more into themselves and families. So, you know, if you're talking about changing perceptions, I think that, you know, we should be more open. You know,
Exactly,
more open
exactly.
to one another.
Exactly.
And again to the African
exactly.
students.
Patrick, I got
and
your
back
point.
To the African
Patrick,
students.
I got
Back
your
to the-
point. Patrick, I got your point. Eric, just tell me,
Yes.
there is one thing. Basically, wider cultural engagement with the continent is necessary. I think that कि basically we have relations, and basically as I told you कि our Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi was in Africa. So there is very different biological bond with America. So do you think that कि to change perspective, to change perception, both people to people connect is necessary?
I think that one is too necessary, because I mean, we can't just change like that. I mean, we need to start from the top leaders who have been leading for all those years, and we need to remember what they left for us. You understand? As you said, like, I mean, there are some like a biological between Mahatma Gandhi and Africa, right?
Yeah.
So we need to start from the top leaders. That is too necessary, and it's too important to start from the top leaders to this normal people, to the society, our society. There they'll understand what exactly is Africa, and what exactly these people they are, what are they doing, you know, their culture, at least, because for us, at least, we are here, we understanding Indian culture, right? And we respect it.
Yes.
We respect it
Yes,
very well.
I got your point. I got your point.
Let me finish.
I got your
In the
point,
part
Eric.
of India,
Yes,
in
please,
the
please.
part of- yeah.
Please, Eric, carry on. Eric, carry on.
Yeah, in the part of India, we come in. The other side of India, when this country, where we are, also, India, they need to understand at least a little bit of our culture. You understand? A little bit of our culture, so that we can try to
Okay.
to
Okay, Eric,
go together.
I got
Yeah.
your point. I got your point.
Yeah.
Patrick, just tell me one thing. कि basically the incident happened in Noida. Do you think that it is exceptional incident, sporadic, isolated incident, or it is the proof of racism? What is your take?
First of all, these events have been happening. You know, they have been happening over and over again. They happen in Bangalore. You know, they have been happening in other cities. So for us to call them exceptional would not really be appropriate. But what I can say is, these are, you know, first get to the facts of the act itself. First of all, I had at one point, you know, the African students were accused of cannibalism. You know, now I'll tell you frankly that, you know, in Africa, in my society, if you're accused of cannibalism, you'll be cast out of society and sent to the wilderness. You don't belong to society anymore. And again, later on, we had something come in place of drugs. Now, all this, you really see that, you know, it is some made up, you know, concept. So I think in this case, it portrayed a high level of ignorance. I wouldn't want to call it specifically racism, but I think it portrayed a very high level of ignorance, a very high level of lack of information about actually what the Africans
Yes, it
are.
is lack of information. It is wrong perception, wrong image
Yeah.
due to lack of information. Yes,
Exactly.
I got your point. संदीप, एक बघा, ही सगळी जी चर्चा सुरू आहे, या मुलांची सहल लक्षात घ्या. त्यांचं म्हणणं असं आहे की आम्हाला तुम्ही समजूनच घेत नाही, तुम्हाला माहितीच नाही आहे काही. काय म्हणणं आहे संदीप?
सर, आपण बघतोय की ॲरिक आणि पॅट्रिक यांनी जे आता सांगितलेलं आहे ते धक्कादायक आणि विचार करायला लावण्यासारखं आहे. आपण गांधीच्या देशात आहोत असं एकीकडं म्हणतोय, तर दुसरीकडं प्रत्येक परदेशातून आलेल्या विद्यार्थ्याकडे मात्र आपण शंकेच्या नजरेनं अनेक ठिकाणी बघतोय. हे सत्य आहे. महाराष्ट्रामध्ये ईनच्या निमित्ताने असो किंवा रिपोर्टिंगच्या निमित्ताने असो, मी जेव्हा फिरतो तेव्हा 16 विद्यापीठामध्ये अनेक विद्यापीठातले मुलं आपल्याकडे यावे, वेगवेगळ्या देशातले मुलं आपल्याकडे यावे, त्यासाठी विद्यापीठामध्ये स्वतंत्र संशोधन केंद्र करण्यात आलेले आहेत. मात्र त्या ठिकाणी 100 विद्यार्थी घेण्याची अशी कॅपॅसिटी असतानाही तिथं 20 किंवा 15 विद्यार्थी पण आता नाहीत, अशी परिस्थिती आहे. त्याचं कारण असं की या आलेल्या परदेशातल्या विद्यार्थ्याकडे बघण्याची आपली आजही मानसिकता नाही आहे. म्हणजे आपण एकीकडे बापूच्या देशात राहतो असं म्हणतो आणि बापूंनी जी संस्कृती आपल्याकडं घालून दिलेली आहे त्या संस्कृतीचा हा कुठेतरी अपमान आहे. संस्कृती जर आपण म्हणत असेल तर हा संस्कृतीचा एका अर्थाने अपमान आहे. दुसरीकडं जर आत्ता मी संदीप वासलेकर सरांचं पुस्तक वाचत होतो, त्या पुस्तकामध्ये 2 प्रकरण अशी आहेत. त्यांचं म्हणणं असं आहे की बांगलादेश आहे किंवा पाकिस्तान आहे, या ठिकाणची मुलं आपल्याकडे शिकण्यासाठी काय येत नाहीत किंवा आपल्याकडे ती मुलं अधिक काय येत नाही, त्याचं कारण आपण त्यांच्याकडे वेगवेगळ्या शंकेच्या नजरेने बघतो. म्हणजे जागतिक दहशतवाद असेल, जागतिकीकरण असेल, या सगळ्यांचं वारं कुठंतरी एज्युकेशनवर पडतं, संस्कृतीवर पडतं, संशोधनावर पडतं आणि परिणामी आपण ज्या जागतिकीकरणाच्या गप्पा मारतोय त्या कुठेतरी दूर पडतात.
अगदी संदीप, हा अतिशय महत्त्वाचा मुद्दा आहे की हा जागतिकीकरणाचा पराभव आहे एका अर्थानं, असं संदीप काळे म्हणतात. ही सगळी चर्चा आपल्याला पुढे न्यायची आहे. आणखी एक आफ्रिकन विद्यार्थी आता आपल्यासोबत येणार आहे. ही सगळी चर्चा आपण करत राहू, तुम्ही कुठंच जाऊ नका. आता या क्षणी मी घेतोय एक छोटासा ब्रेक. गांधींच्या देशात आफ्रिकन नागरिकच वंशवादाचे बळी, ही चर्चा आपण करतो आहोत. आणि ब्रेक पूर्वी आपण बघितलं की एरिक आणि पॅट्रिक हे आफ्रिकन विद्यार्थी आहेत पुण्यातून. ते आपल्यासोबत बोलत होते, मांडत होते. एक सल मनामध्ये आहे की तुम्ही आमच्याकडे या नजरेनं का बघता, तुमच्या मनातली प्रतिमा बदला, परसेप्शन बदला. अरे आम्ही असे नाही आहोत, आम्ही फार वेगळे आहोत, आम्ही स्कॉलर विद्यार्थी आहोत, आम्ही इथे शिकण्यासाठी आलेलो आहोत, करिअर करण्यासाठी आलेलो आहोत, आणि तरीसुद्धा तुमच्या मनातलं जे काही सगळं जे आहे ते बदलत नाही, याच्या अनुषंगानं ते मांडत होते. आणि ती खूपच महत्त्वाची चर्चा होती. ब्रेक नंतर आता एक चांगली गोष्ट अशी आहे की माझ्यासोबत नायजेरियाचे प्रिन्स आत्ता आपल्यासोबत आलेले आहेत. ही इज विथ अस मिस्टर प्रिन्स. आणि प्रिन्सचं वैशिष्ट्य असं आहे की प्रिन्स हे प्रिस्ट आहेत, धर्मगुरू आहेत. त्यामुळे मुंबईमध्येच धर्मगुरू म्हणून काम करणारे असे प्रिन्स, आणि ते स्वतः नायजेरियन आहेत. कारण हा विषय ज्या निमित्तानं सुरू झाला ती चर्चा मुळामध्ये नायजेरियन विद्यार्थ्यांच्या निमित्तानं चर्चा सुरू झाली होती. प्रिन्स, हाय. बेसिकली प्रिन्स, we were discussing about the incident happened in Noida.
Okay.
So what is your take on that incident?
The truth is that I condemn the incident. The incident that happened in Noida is very, very bad because we are foreigners in India, and it is the duty of the government to try their best to protect us. We have some Indians also in Nigeria. Those Indians in Nigeria, no matter what may be the offense they commit, government always protect them. Governments can never allow the citizen to lay their hands on them. So it is really wrong for the citizen to raise their hand on Nigerians or on Africans. It is really not acceptable, honestly, because I'm a priest. I know what is good. If I don't know the root, exactly what generated to the problem, but whatever it may be, government should try their best to make sure they protect the Nigerians and the other Africans in this country from, it may be from racism or whatever things it may be, because I know hatred must be there. Without hatred, many Indians cannot gather some Africa and start beating them the way they beat these people. Whatever it may be, I'm pleading on the government to try their best to make sure they pay more attention on the Africans so that Africans can feel at home in India. India and Africa have a better relationship. In Nigeria, there is a lot of companies headed by Indians. There is a lot of Indian citizens. There is a lot of Indian restaurants. There is a lot of Indian hotels. There is a lot of Indian firms in that place. And Nigerians respect them very, very well. So I'm not saying that Nigerians are perfect. Whatever they may do, whoever that commits a crime should face a crime. But they shouldn't use what one person did, or because they had some are not good or some are good, to give everybody bad treatment. It is really not acceptable.
Exactly. Patrick, just tell me, the way Prince is saying, basically tell me, what is the way to combat racism? What is the way?
Just like I put it earlier, it is education. But as when we go to education, we need to understand one thing, that no human being can become a better human being when he's preventing another human being from becoming a human being also. You prevent another human being from becoming a better human being, you become a worse of human being. So I think people should have an understanding of one another. There should be an intercontinental, knowledge that should be happening. And fortunately, there are bodies already in place, and maybe these bodies should be doing more, to bind more the people. For example, even the diplomacy, I think, should take a turn from the governments, and let's bind more the people. The cultures should be put together. Maybe it's time we see Bollywood mixed with Nollywood from Nigeria,
great.
or Wakaluwood from Uganda.
Great.
I think we shall have a better understanding.
Patrick, you are a fan of Hindi cinema.
I watch the cinemas. I've been watching them before.
Okay.
So I think putting them together would be the way to go.
Okay. So, विजय घाटे मला सांगा की जेव्हा ही मुलं जे सांगतायत की त्यांना बॉलिवूड आणि नायजेरियातलं नॉलिवूड हे एकत्र करून एक वेगळी संस्कृती निर्माण करायची असे म्हणतात, म्हणजे सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचा मुद्दा जो होता तो कल्चरल एंगेजमेंटचा होता. प्रिन्स ज्याप्रमाणे सांगतायत की मुळामध्ये सांस्कृतिक देवाणघेवाण किंवा हे आपल्याकडे जास्त महत्त्वाचं आहे. आणि नायजेरिया असेल, टांझानिया असेल, युगांडा असेल, आफ्रिका असेल, म्हणजे दक्षिण आफ्रिका, हे सगळे देश जे आहेत त्या सगळ्यांचं आपलं सांस्कृतिक बंध खूप चांगले घट्ट आहेत, नातं आहे. आणि दक्षिण आफ्रिकेशी तर साक्षात महात्मा गांधींचा संबंध आहे. मुद्दा असा आहे की एवढं सगळं ही मुलं सांगतायत तरीसुद्धा आपण 4 पावलं पुढं जाण्यापेक्षा एक प्रतिमा तयार करून बसलेलो आहोत. तुम्हाला असं वाटत नाही का की ती प्रतिमा बदलली पाहिजे?
मी परत सांगतोय की भारतामध्ये रेसिझम हा विषय नाही आहे. अदरवाईज एवढी जे लाखो लोक आफ्रिकन ह्या इथे राहतात, आफ्रिकन म्हणजे नायजेरिया, मोझाम्बिक, टांझानिया, साऊथ आफ्रिका, दुसरे काही देश असतील, दुसरे काही देश असतील तिथून येऊन राहतात. विषय असा आहे की काही 5% 10% लोक जे नार्कोटिक्स वगैरे डील करतात त्याचा तो राग आहे. जसं पॅट्रिकने मगाशी सांगितलं की तुम्हाला कळतच नाही आहे, आफ्रिका इज अ कॉन्टिनेंट. युगांडा एक देश आहे, साऊथ आफ्रिका एक देश आहे, टांझानिया एक देश आहे.
विजय घाटे पुन्हा तोच मुद्दा मांडतायत. विजय घाटे पुन्हा तोच मुद्दा मांडतायत. प्रिन्स जस्ट आय एम टेलिंग यू की व्हॉट विजय घाटे सेज. विजय घाटे इज सेइंग दॅट बिकॉज सो मेनी पर्सन्स फ्रॉम नायजेरिया आर इन्व्हॉल्व्ड in trafficking, then drugs and criminal activities, so Indians think that these persons are not good persons, and definitely they are having some issues, some problems, and so the perception, so the image is different. Do you think so?
I disagree. It may be what they have in their mind, but I disagree with him. All Nigerians, just like my brother Patrick just said, all Nigerians that came to this place is not all of them that involved their hands in something bad. Just like there's something he said Bollywood and Nollywood can mix together. Africans like Nigerians can mix up, or Africans can mix up with India because we are one. Now I want to tell you something. I wrote a movie here. A movie.
You wrote a movie?
Yes, I wrote a movie. I wrote a script, a movie that cost me 3 years to put together. And this movie is for 3 hours. This movie is supposed to involve Bollywood and Nollywood. But after I brought the film, it's a very nice script. The people that saw it, it was a very nice. But I took it to the production house to see how to bring the film and how to produce this. They make me to understand that Indians may not like it to associate with Nollywood because it involves Nollywood and Bollywood. And actually, the film I have at hand answers most of the question in what is happening in the street relating to our people. Is a very interesting. The production house I brought to it, they go through it. After going through it, they reject just because it involves Nollywood. So when you come to that, it's not every African that come to this place or Nigerian that come to this place are into drug or into cheating or into anything.
Yes.
There is some
Prince,
people that
Prince,
came.
I got your point. It's very valid and very important.
That is it. So you don't generate
Eric,
everybody.
just tell me.
मला
हाँ,
यावरती
बोला
बोलायचं
विजय
आहे.
घाटे बोला.
See what has happened in Navi Mumbai. इंग्लिश मध्ये
बोला,
थोडं
बोला.
बोलतो.
हाँ.
What has happened in Navi Mumbai? There is a group of Nigerian people staying in Koperkerne. They gathered together. They had some argument with local people, and all of them hit the local people. Went to police station and they said we are foreigners, and they attacked us. That's why we have beaten them.
Okay.
And nobody was hurt. So I am not saying all Nigerians, all Africans are bad. Because of 5 to 10% notorious people, everybody is getting hit. Second thing, Africa is a continent.
I blame.
But you see country to country, there are different cultures
I blame
altogether.
that
Second
to the
thing,
government.
Our government is trying to increase bonding between two continents also.
Yes.
India as well as with Africa. We have entered
विजय
into
घाटे बरोबर.
tying up
विजय घाटे
for commercial activity
तुमचा मुद्दा
also.
पोहोचला.
Excuse me, sir. I blame that to the government. The reason why I told you I blame that to the government, I'm among the Nigerian leaders here. We know the Nigerians, those that is bringing problem in India. And whenever they constitute a nuisance, we go to the police. We say, give us police so that we can arrest those Nigerians and send them back home. Police don't cooperate to us. Whenever we come to them, say, give us police to arrest our own people, those that are causing this problem, so that there will be peace in Navi Mumbai, they don't cooperate with us. I have tried it with Kaga police, they did not respond. I have tried it with Copacabana police station, they did not respond. I tried it with Wachi police station, they did not respond. If they can respond and work with the Nigerian leaders, those the genuine ones, believe me, those people causing problem in the street will stop.
Yes, police didn't respond.
They
That's
don't.
also one
That's why
problem.
he is
Yes,
prince.
yes. No, that is. He is prince and he is priest too. That
Yes.
is different thing. Remember,
So
काय
maybe
माहिती आहे का?
if I
Patrick,
if I can
please,
come
please.
into
Patrick,
what
carry
Princess
on.
is just saying,
Ah.
that this cooperation is needed more in trying to avoid this. But also, if I can ask my fellow panelists, my dear friends, we're talking that, and I'm trying to argue it from a human point of view. We are saying that these Africans are bringing drugs to this country. But why are they actually bringing drugs? Isn't it that there is also some market? If really the drugs are brought, isn't there a market? So wouldn't another solution be destroying the market rather than destroying the people?
No, I'm not talking about drugs here. Excuse me.
Try. No, I'm not talking in reference to that. Okay. I'm just asking my fellow Indian panelists.
Vijay,
I fully agree with you, Patrick.
We think about destroying the market.
I fully agree with you, Patrick, and I'm not denying that Nigeria himself comes with the drugs and sell it in the market on his own. There is a support from Indian people also.
Yes,
I
sure.
fully agree with you. People are working on it. What we are talking today about the Noida incidents, I personally condemn this incidents, and all Indian will condemn the incidents. But why this incident happened? Not because of racism. That is what I am trying to say. We love African people. We love their style of working also.
But Vijay Ghate, problem asa
But
hai
it's
ki-
not a racism.
problem
That
asa
is what
hai
I am
ki-
101% sure.
See, listen. This incident, for me, I would tell you that similar thing may still happen tomorrow on another place. Because the reason is this, government did not pay much attention on Africans. I know what I'm talking about. Whenever there is a report from an African, they don't attend to this. Instead, they can scare you away by asking you, where is your visa? But that is not the issue. When there is a crime that they come to report, I follow the crime and attend to it. If an immigration want to fight for a visa, it's a different issue. Don't scare African back or scare Nigerians back with visa issue when they come. Listen to them, the Nigerian guy or an African guy who came to report to you there is a problem. If you will cooperate with him and pay attention, don't forget.
Okay, Prince, I got your point.
When he refused,
Eric,
excuse me.
I got your point. Eric, just tell me, basically, what is your experience? Basically, from how many years you are here in India? Eric?
3 years now.
3 years. Just tell me, do you think that Indian government, then local machinery and police are not cooperative?
From my experience since I came to Pune 2014, at least I can say for Pune we can say it's much better.
Okay.
Because like as he said, this is president of Association of African here in Pune.
Okay.
He has been trying to conduct some meetings with the police commissioner, right, and some of the leaders, so that at least they can try to make something, I mean, everything clear, because there were some issues which are not going, I mean, going well, since like when we are foreigners and, you know, when we are looking for apartments, when we go to the local police to report something, or when you are going, maybe you're asking for something, you know, there are a long process which is going there, and they're just keeping for you so that you can just, you know, you can just give up. But the thing is, since we conduct the meeting with the police commissioner, at least you can say it's much better. But even I can tell you from now, wait, listen to me. Now, when you are talking right now, there is a meeting which is going on, the place which is called Kondwa. There is a police, I think, police commissioner. Is conducting the meeting there with the Africans who are staying around there, so that they can discuss the issues and the difficulties which are facing on here in Pune. But I can say, for the people who are staying outside there, like Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, those big cities, they are facing a lot of challenges. I can't say like they are not facing those challenges. They are facing a lot of challenges.
Exactly. Eric, I got your problem. I got it. The issue is, ki suppose there is anything like injustice in any city you are staying, just let us inform, because it should not happen. Patrick, just tell me, what is your perception about India? What is your opinion about India?
One thing I need to say is that I came to this country 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I have tried to accept this country.
Do you love India?
And,
Do you love India?
I have had a beautiful stay in India.
Are you Patrick? There is something happening. Huh? Are you going to marry Indian girl? Huh? I think you must have Indian girlfriend.
I think actually.
Yeah, Eric is smiling. I know Eric is your good friend, and Eric knows that you have Indian girlfriend. Yes. Who is the girl? Who is the girl?
Let everybody
yes,
know.
let everybody know. Tell openly.
I think that is the step we need to go through. Maybe we need to accept these two continents to marry one another. So maybe we shall have a better integration. But that's just a joke. Yeah, but I've had a beautiful experience, to be sincere, and I think this experience is out of the being in Pune.
Eric, just tell me, which is the most attracting thing in Indian girls? Both are smiling priest. I can't ask you because you are a priest, though your name is Prince.
He is writing story for film also.
Yeah. But he's movie story writer. And remember one thing, he is a prince and so also priest. Actually it is contradictory. Anything, Eric, please tell me.
All right, me I can say most of the,
Yes, Eric,
You know,
yes.
it's a very cheap question, but I can say
It is objective question, though it is subjective.
yeah, let me say here.
Yes, Prince, just tell me one thing.
Okay.
Basically, there is issue of perception.
Okay.
And there is, I think, issue of images.
Of course.
So for that, what to do to change these psychology and basically this perception? What to do?
Thank you. And just as I said before, there was a time, that was about last year or last 2 years. I was in Bangalore, and a similar thing happened. In the Bangalore, the citizen beat up one African girl, I think from Tanzania, a lady, and they naked the lady. So during that period of time, we came out, we protested about that. During the period of when this thing happened, the citizens, the Indian indigents there, they reacted so badly. But when we came out to protest over that, the commissioner of police and some ministers from the government, they called us for roundtable conference, and we talked, which also came out on the television. After the whole thing, they apologized, and they give us assurance that they are going to make the police to be paying attention to any report that come from Africa.
Yes.
Then after that, police started paying attention. And the moment they started paying attention, respect now rise from the citizen. Because why did I say this? Whatever that may result to this fight, whatever that may result to this beating, may have started gradually. And because the Africans are helpless, if they go to report to the cops, they may not respond to them. They kept quiet until they received the beating.
Prince, it is valid issue. Vijay Ghate.
I would have a little update Mr. Prince.
Okay.
He had some bad experience with the local police station. I can assure you the Commissioner of Navi Mumbai, Mr. Nagrale, is the best person. Have you ever met him? And handed over him the list of people.
पर्सनल व्यक्तिगत आयुक्तांचा मुद्दा एकूण जो काही पोलीस प्रशासनाचा आहे त्याच्या अनुषंगाने बोललं गेलं पाहिजे. नागराळेंना प्रमाणपत्र देणं हे आपलं काम नाहीये.
No, listen, I have
To give certificate to police commissioner is not our duty. Police commissioner is good or bad is different thing. Police commissioner is good or bad is different thing.
We Indians.
What the point he is making, what the point Prince is making is valid point because issue is of machinery and system, not any person.
No, I am talking about machine system only. I am just quoted name just because that commissioner is there. If somebody would have been there, I would have quoted his name. But there is a system which functions. At local police station, if you don't get justice,
anyways, ही सगळी चर्चा महत्त्वाची आहे. We are behind time. Prince, we are behind time. We are behind time, and my time is over. 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 Eric wants to say something. Eric.
Can I say one thing?
Eric wants to say something. Eric and Patrick, just within 30 seconds. Eric.
should say Django to them.
One thing, I want to respond to what the gentleman is saying there. That the police commissioner is very good. Now, one thing I need to say is that in the relationship between a prisoner and the president of the country does not affect his welfare. If I am the president of a country, doesn't mean that I'm going to be very peaceful in that country. The relationship that was going to create peace is the relationship between the person
Patrick,
and
I
the
got your
local
point.
person.
Patrick, I got your point. Eric, please. Within 30 seconds, Eric.
Actually, I want to support what my brother Prince said. That is a valid point. Because, see, my brother there, he asked that, have you ever met the police commissioner? That is not a question you're supposed to ask. Because, I will tell you something. Because like me, if I go to the local police, I don't know the police commissioner of the old Pune, right? And I can't meet her directly. So
yes.
I go to my local police station, right? So
This discussion is very important, but my time is over. Lastly, I will go to Patrick again. Patrick, within 30 seconds, just tell me what is your message to Indians?
First of all, I want to thank this city, I want to thank this country for hosting international students. I know that, this is a bit of a closed society, and I know they're trying so much to adapt to internationalization. My appeal is, let's open more. With the Africans on our side, we're also going to open more. We shall go more often to the
Without
temples.
any prejudice. Yes, I got your point. My time is over. सगळ्याच नामवंतांचे अतिशय मनापासून आभार. सगळ्याच नामवंतांचे अतिशय मनापासून आभार. सगळ्या नामवंतांचे मनापासून आभार. फक्त एकच मी मुद्दा माफी मागतो कारण ही सगळी मंडळी असल्यामुळे मला मराठीत फार बोलता आलं नाही, त्यांनाही मराठीत बोलता आलं नाही. त्यामुळे कदाचित काही लोकांना समजण्याचा मुद्दा असेल, पण एवढा मुद्दा महत्त्वाचा आहे की केवळ कृष्णवर्णीय आहेत, काळे आहेत म्हणून त्यांच्यावर अन्याय होणं, त्यांच्याकडे संशयानं बघणं आणि कुठले तरी 2-4 जणांनी असं काहीतरी केलं म्हणून त्यांच्याबद्दलची एक प्रतिमा तयार करणं. कारण असे कित्येक भारतीय आहेत की जे या प्रकारच्या गोष्टी करतात म्हणून अवघ्या भारताला आपण काही असं आरोपीच्या पिंजऱ्यात उभं करत नाही. त्यामुळे अशा प्रकारची प्रतिमा तयार होता कामा नये. मला आठवतं जब्बार पटेलांचा मुक्ता नावाचा सिनेमा आहे, त्यामध्ये सोनाली कुलकर्णीची मुख्य भूमिका आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये सोनाली कुलकर्णी असं म्हणते त्या मुक्ता सिनेमामध्ये की मला आता एक अमेरिकन मित्र आहे माझा, तो येणार आहे. आणि सगळ्यांना असं वाटतं त्या खेड्यामध्ये की अमेरिकन मित्र येणार आहे म्हणजे मस्त गोरा पान असा मित्र असेल. आणि जेव्हा तो कृष्णवर्णीय मित्र येतो तेव्हा सगळ्यांचे चेहरे पडतात आणि बापरे हा कसला अमेरिकन, हा तर कृष्णवर्णीय आहे. पण मुद्दा असायला एक लक्षात घ्या, असाच एक माणूस बराक हुसेन ओबामा नावाचा अमेरिकेचा अध्यक्ष झाला आणि त्यानं एकूण जगाचं प्राक्तन बदलण्याचा एका अर्थानं प्रयत्न केला. त्याच्या उलट दुसरा गोरा माणूस आता डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प नावाचा अमेरिकेचा अध्यक्ष झाला आणि काय घडतंय आपण बघतो आहोत. कृष्णवर्णीय गौरवर्णीय हा मुद्दा नाही आहे, याच्या पलीकडे जायला आपण शिकलं पाहिजे. वंशवादी आपण नाही आहोत, विजय घाटे म्हणतात ते बरोबर आहे, भारत वंशवादी नाहीच आहे. पण तरीसुद्धा ह्या ज्या घटना घडत आहेत आणि या लोकांच्या मनातली जी सल आहे की तुम्ही आम्हाला समजून घेत नाही आहात, तुम्हाला माहिती नाही आहे म्हणून तुम्ही चुकीच्या प्रतिमा तयार करता आहात. गोऱ्यांपेक्षा काळ्यांना जरा अवमानकारक पद्धतीनं बघितलं जातं. हे जे आहे हे टाळलं पाहिजे. गांधींचा देश आहे हा. जेव्हा मोहनदास करमचंद गांधींना त्या तिकीट चेकरनं रेल्वेमधून उठवलं आणि ढकलून दिलं खाली की तू काळा आहेस, तू वर का आलास, तेव्हा मोहनदास करमचंद गांधींना असं वाटलं की अरे मी काळा आहे म्हणून जर हे होत असेल, मी आंदोलन करेन, मी लढा देईन वंशवादाच्या विरोधामध्ये. आपण गांधींचं फक्त नाव घेतो, पण गांधींचं नाव घेत असताना गांधींचं नाव करन्सीवर असतं आणि लेगसी कोणाची मग? ती लेगसी पण तीच असली पाहिजे. नथुराम गोडसेची लेगसी नाही आहे आपली, आपला वारसा गांधींचा आहे. गांधींचा वारसा जे सांगतात त्यांनी हेही लक्षात घेतलं पाहिजे की या प्रकारे वंशवादी मानसिकता असता कामा नये. म्हणून आपल्याला खूप पुढं जावं लागणार आहे. आफ्रिकन विद्यार्थ्यांच्या सोबत ही चर्चा मी केली. खरं म्हणजे महाराष्ट्राच्या बाहेरचा विषय होता, पण तरीसुद्धा हा आपल्या अगदी अवतीभोवतीचा विषय आहे. कारण सगळ्याच शहरांमध्ये वेगवेगळ्या देशांमधली माणसं असतात आणि असतील किंवा नसतील, पण मुळामध्ये आपलं मन त्या दिशेने घडवण्याचा प्रयत्न आपण केला पाहिजे. सगळ्या नामवंतांच्या अतिशय मनापासून आभार. आज थांबतो इथंच. पुन्हा भेटू उद्या रात्री 8 वाजता. तुमच्या आतल्या आवाजासह पाहत आणि ऐकत रहा आवाज महाराष्ट्राचा.